All right, folks. It's your boy back, Professor X, along with brother Zargon Seven. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. Just over here watching Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, that's cool. Just long as it's not a triple bitch hunter. But anyway,
No. It's an
yeah.
anime. It's an anime.
Oh, that's
I don't
cool.
know if
Yeah.
you can see it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
just watch the
anime.
anime.
Well, I want to welcome the folks to another edition of Wrestling Topics. I know it's been a while since you've seen me. I've been busy, and we're all busy. Because we got real lives outside of this. But this is still fun.
In
So
the words of the great Heath Slater, I got kids. There you go.
there you go. I got kids. There you
I got
go.
kids.
All
Still
right.
mad I never got that
Well,
shirt though.
we have some we have some topics for you this morning again, and we're going to start with at the top of the list with our favorite Hall of Famer diva, one time turned porn star.
Mm.
Because all the guys like her when she's sunny side up. We're going to start with Tamara Lynn Sitch, who for the fucking life of me can't stay out of jail.
Oh
I
man,
mean,
sunny side
this is
up.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This
Oh
is
man.
ridiculous.
Mm. I mean,
She can't stay out of jail. It's like here it is. It was earlier this month, uh, January 13th. Report says Sitch was arrested earlier today in New Jersey for allegedly making terroristic threats and unlawful possession of a weapon. Per court records, she was arrested in Keensburg, New Jersey, and taken into custody at 11 a.m. Records state that she was hit with three charges. Two charges are for illegally possessing a weapon, and one charge for terroristic threats. And it says the weapon does not appear to be a firearm. Well, I kind of wonder about that. But then one report said it could be a pair of scissors. But if it's a terroristic threat and you walk into a place threatening with a weapon, that's usually a firearm. It says, per New Jersey statute, a person is guilty of a crime of the third degree if he or she threatens to commit any crime of violence with the purpose to terrorize another or to cause evacuation of a building, place of assembly, or facility of public transportation or otherwise to cause serious public inconvenience or in reckless disregard of the risk of causing such terror or inconvenience. It says Sitch has had a long list of personal and legal issues. You can say that again. Over the years, of course, and she just finished a prison sentence less than a year ago. She also did 8 months in jail in 2018. She has been arrested at least 6 times in the past after getting busted for DUI. Now, after all that, she stated on Facebook that let me find the article.
this woman just does not learn. Is she trying to join a gang or something? Is she trying to get her rap sheet up? I mean, is she trying to add to her resume to show how gangster she is? Because that's the only thing that'll make this make sense. I mean,
I
also
don't
this woman is getting chance after chance after chance, and it's like she just doesn't learn.
I do not know, but on Facebook, she says in response to her fans, I'm okay. I am laying low for a bit, but I'm okay. Don't believe the media. Please don't." And also, she's asking her fans to help find her lost dog. She wrote "Lost Dog, Keensburg, no area, white and tan Maltese Yorkie mix." Answers to the name of Sissy. Last seen at 250 Beachway Avenue, Keensburg, New Jersey. Well, here's the thing. Now, if we're not to believe the media, and you're laying low for a bit, why are you laying low? Uh, unless your ass did something that you should not have.
Of
That's the
course,
one.
of
That's
course.
the only reason why you laying low. So your ass did something you shouldn't have. Now,
The only thing,
yeah, go ahead.
the only thing I gotta ask was she drunk or was she high when she wrote that? Because that's what it sounds like. Like it's like you said, the only time a person lays low is when they've done some shit that they aren't supposed to do. So why would you
Hmm.
write that and then say don't believe the media? I understand the media at times can, try to portray a certain narrative, but the problem with Sunny is she has a history of this. It's like it's not just one incident where something happened and she's involved. It's like a multitude of things. And I feel like she's never going to learn her lesson until somebody, a judge or somebody of some sorts, like really puts their foot down on her and like really let her know, like, you need to get your shit together or else you're going to be, in some maximum security prison. Not jail, because people don't understand the difference between jail and prison. I think Sunny's going to get to a point to where she ends up in prison for these kind of actions, and the actions that she displayed. Honestly, she should be in prison right now, but we know why she isn't there, because first and foremost, she's a, I guess you could say, a celebrity or former celebrity, whatever you want to call it. And they get a lot of leeway. Um, like they get a lot more chances than the uh regular everyday person. So I think she knows that, and she's trying to, I don't want to say exert her privilege, because I hate using that word, but she's kind of she knows what the limit that she can things she can do and things that she can get away with before somebody really, like, clamps down on her. So that's the only thing I can really say. She's not going to learn until someone puts their foot on her neck, basically.
or until she's dead, of course. But if that's the case, then it's too late. But here's the thing, though. When she got out this past summer, then the summer, around June, when she got released, she said she was in a good place. She was home with the family, and
She's supposed to say that.
yeah, no,
She's
I'm
supposed to
saying, but
say that.
it sounded sincere. That's just me. I'm hoping she sounded sincere. And then getting older, when you get older, you're supposed to get wiser as you get older. But that's not the
Yeah, but
case.
how?
That isn't the case with the celebrities a lot of times. But she said she was in a good place, and she's back with her boyfriend or her lover. And the other new details I got on that was she apparently she got into something with a boyfriend again, and she threatened him with a pair of scissors. So if that's the case, then it's the boyfriend that probably call the police on her, for domestic abuse. But the thing
And
is,
rightfully so.
everything she said about being in a good place, she ain't learned shit, obviously. And she's
Of
probably
course
drinking.
not.
And like I said, when she wrote on Facebook, she was probably drunk and high at the same time, or probably just drunk. Because remember she still has image, and this is all she can live off of now. I'm thinking she has no qualifications to get any type of regular job. You gotta think that did she ever graduate high school? And you damn sure know she never went to college because she don't have that kind of smarts. So I'm guessing yeah, I'm guessing I can't confirm. I'm guessing she's a high school dropout. She was and think about this, when she broke into wrestling, she was a damn groupie. So right there, she came into the business on her back and continued on her back all through her rise to fame. And during her rise to fame, like I said, she was always the click chick. Slept with Shawn Michaels, slept with Kevin Nash, Bret Hart. Like I said, the whole damn clique. I mean, she admitted that she used to book their flights and hotel rooms, all kinds of stuff. So basically, she was basically like, I guess, their assistants, a secretary, and their pleasure toy whenever they all had the urge. You know, but that's a whole other story. Like I said, it's sunny.
So you think
All of them had at one time sunny days.
so you think it's just kind of karma coming back on her, like she's basically reaping what she saw, like all the shit she done in the past is finally catching up to her. Think it's one of those kind of
I don't think
situations.
it's karma like that. I think this is a woman who basically just has a knack for getting in trouble. I think she has probably an anger management issue. The slightest little thing probably sets her off. So I don't think it's karma. I just think it's she can't stay out of trouble. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you can call it karma. It can be karma too. But I'm saying she willingly is doing these things, and despite all the recent arrests, despite the year in jail, she can't stop. And the funny thing is, there's an audio podcast video of her that you got to pay to see on Francine's format. I listened to some of the audio. I downloaded it,
Okay.
and she says while she was in jail, apparently she likes it. She got she did work and special things for guards and everything.
Because it's jail, it's not
And
prison.
look at
It's
this.
not.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no. But the thing is, you gotta remember something, and this is something the crackers ain't gonna want to hear. She's white. She's a celebrity. She's even in jail. She's attractive. She said people would bring her food, and some people would like wink at her, in the hopes of getting some. But she said no, it's not happening. So see, that's what it was right there. So
That's what I'm
like
saying.
this,
She had a celebrity status, so because of it, a
yeah,
lot of people are going to give her more leniency. They're not going to be as hard on her because she's a celebrity or former celebrity. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, no. Well, her fame is still helping her at least for right now. Like I said, and even a lot of times in prison while she was there, she got pizza for dinner a lot of nights, and her cell was right next to I think an office where she could watch TV, anytime she wanted to. Now, right there,
Okay.
if it was somebody else who was not famous, and they were black, you would not have those kind of accommodations.
So, bruh, even if you was a black celebrity, you probably still get the fucking book.
No, maybe, yeah, but like you said, black or white, if you weren't a celebrity, you wouldn't get the kind of treatment. It's like I said, but see, it was Sunny. See, even people in the prison system knows who she is, and were probably hoping to get laid.
That's true.
Yeah. So because and the way she talked about it, it's like apparently she likes it there. I'm like, okay, well, hey, if you go back, you get the same treatment again. But she was in population a little bit. No, she said she met some women in prison who killed like her boyfriend. She filmed her boyfriend having sex with a minor and everything like that. So there was some sick individuals, and they said they arrested me because I was driving without a license. I said, hey, look, depending on what you did, what they did, you still broke the law.
That's
You
true.
know, you know, yeah, it's a law. You have to have a driver's license to drive a car. That's what's called. It's legal. If you have no license, you can't drive.
Pretty
So
much.
you
So I feel
know,
like you need a license for everything nowadays.
yeah, but she makes herself sound like she's better than this person who killed. But the thing is, she's physically abused her boyfriend. She didn't mention that, and she recently threatened her boyfriend, apparently a terroristic threat, and she's had DUIs. She can't stop drinking. Hey Sonny, try Alcoholics Anonymous. Also try joining a convent, like become a nun. A nunnery or something like that. You know what I mean? She also needs spiritual healing, some kind of spiritual stimulation, spiritual healing. You know what I mean?
She needs something before she ends up on the deathbed.
Yeah,
Honestly, she needs something
or in the
because I
body
think
bag.
I think a lot of her fans, I mean, people who are still a fan of her is still gonna excuse her bullshit because fanatics, they just, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter what a person does, they always try to see the good in them. But people like me who aren't necessarily a fan of her just want her to get her shit together. Like I ain't got to be a fan of you, but at least be a decent human being.
yeah. Try to be, yeah, and because I'm no longer a fan either. Like I said, I've talked to her personally. Like I said, years ago when I was still kind of a fan.
Okay.
At the time when she was doing the Skype shows and they were cheap, I had paid $10 twice to talk to her for like 4 minutes. And
Okay.
we just talk wrestling. She seemed very cordial and she seemed very nice. But like I said, see, if you're a fan, that's how she's gonna act. You know what I mean? She has to put on the act, just for your benefit. So you can see the person that you want to see, that you think she is, and not the person that she really is. So, but yeah, I don't want to see her end up dead. I like to see her grow to an old age, live a long life, and find somebody that she can be happy with. But she's got to
That's
get
what I'm
herself
saying.
she got to get
Get your
herself
shit together.
mentally healthy and under control. Her anger or whatever sets her off to do these things. But Sonny, all in all, Sonny, wish you the best. Like I said, no. Oh, and the media outlet that reported her was TMZ. Now TMZ can
Um,
be like what you call an online version of the Inquirer. It can be
yeah,
sleazy, but see, TMZ is right there, and usually, especially when somebody gets arrested, TMZ is usually right on point. So and the thing is, here's the
usually.
thing: the incident with Sunday when she was caught, it was caught on a police dash cam. So right there, Sonny, they got you on a police dash cam, and video don't lie. So
What
the
she
thing
think?
is,
What she think she is? Shaggy? It wasn't
yeah,
me.
that's what I'm
Fuck
saying.
she think
See,
this
now
is?
a dash cam footage is not released to the public, but it depends on who has it and how they want to play it. If the courts are going after her, they might ask for that footage to be released, and
I
it
don't
might
think
wind
they
up online.
pressing. I don't think they pressing hard for it. If they was pressing hard for it, then they probably would have released it. But I don't think people are really pushing for it.
Yeah, because she's laying low. She was released, and she's laying low. So if Sonny keep laying low, and
Shit,
for
they probably
God's
the
sake,
the the, the,
go
the
ahead.
police or whoever probably told her to do that shit. Like lay low, like chill out, like get your shit together and come back stronger than ever. But it's just
Eventually,
sad.
don't come back at all. I wouldn't come back to wrestling at all. Just leave
Okay.
OnlyFans alone. Leave Twitter alone. Just find a private sector in the world out of the public eye. But okay, moving on. Oh, one topic I didn't pull up right here. We can talk about also Tony Tony Storm, who after months of sitting in catering, and then when she got a storyline with Charlotte Flair 2 weeks in a row, back to back, a pie in her face, a pie in Charlotte's face, and then one wrestling match, and then a house show. And at that house show, as you know, she paid out of her pocket to fly herself home and call the company and say, "Hey, look, I'm done. I quit."
Oh
Now, if
shit.
she was willing to pay out of her pocket to go home and quit, she
It's
saw
got
the
to be bad.
no, she saw the writing on the wall. She saw the bullshit coming and knew that she wasn't going to get anywhere any further than WWE allowed her to. And the thing is, she is talented. She's pretty
Okay.
good.
I'm not familiar with her. I've heard of her a few times, like in
Yeah,
NXT.
yeah.
So I'm honestly not familiar with her. I know everybody keeps showing her ass, though. I'll tell you that much. I see more of that than
I'm
her.
not worried about her looks. I mean, she has some talent, and she had a character. I think she could have been something because see, the ones who are talented and have looks, and can do and have some skills, those are the ones probably not they're not going to make it as big. And the thing is, I'm guessing some officials back there, maybe Vince himself, might might have hit on her at one time, and she probably wouldn't put out. Oh,
Yeah.
our other brother is here. He made it. He's here.
Oh yeah, I
Hello.
keep
Welcome,
forgetting about the comment section.
How you doing? How
Damn.
y'all
welcome.
doing?
I'm all right.
Hey Zargon, this is I'm just call you Q&A on Facebook, but we'll
Q and
call
A.
you
I like that.
Black Spider. What's
Q
up,
and A.
B?
I like
Black
that.
Z Fighter.
Black Z. All right. Hey, look, our format is we're doing wrestling topics, and we've been talking about Sunny's latest arrest and her release. Like I said, as you've probably seen already. I gotta tell you, BZ, Sunny can't stay out of trouble. And what do you thought? What are your thoughts on that?
You said me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Man, it's just crazy. All this stuff that she's been doing the last couple of years. It's pretty sad to see how far she's fallen. And I just hope she just, one day just get it together.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
all
true.
of us are
Yeah.
saying.
No, I was just saying though. I mean, it's like she can't stay out of jail, or she wants, or I even asked a question: is she trying to die in prison? I mean, I don't get it. And look, when she got out, she said she was in a good place, and she sounded like she learned a lesson, but she didn't. And look, on Facebook, she posted on Facebook, "I'm okay. I'm just laying low for a bit. Don't believe the media." Now, how are we not to believe the media and you're laying low if you didn't do something? Now she did something. And even Zargon mentioned that said, was she drunk or high? I'm thinking she was both. Probably more drunk than high because she seems to like alcohol more than she likes drugs. I don't know, but both Zargon can go hand in hand.
You know what, Cabal? It could be an addiction. It
Yeah,
could be. It
yeah,
could be.
I just hope she finds the help that she needs.
Because
yeah,
she definitely needs it.
All you can do.
yeah. No, but B, since she said she was laying low for a bit and all that dumb shit, do, do you feel that she's being sincere or is she just trying to save face?
Oh man. I'm sorry, Cabal, you're funny. I just looking at the comments. I'm sorry.
Come
He
on.
put when I made the Shaggy reference, I realized he started putting the lyrics to the song on there. I realized that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think I know Cabal. Yeah.
Oh
Hey
man.
B, no, Black Z. No, so do you think her comments on Facebook about her laying low for a bit and don't believe the media? Do you think she's trying to cover up, or do you think
Yeah,
she's
she's
sincere?
Of course, she has to.
You never know. But
Yeah.
you know, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, you never really know. Maybe trying to save face and maybe the other thing. You never know.
Yeah, I believe she's trying to cover up and save face. Like I said, if you're a fan, you're not gonna believe anything bad about her. But hey, okay. Anyway, now the next topic we went to is Tony Storm. I'm pretty sure you know who that is, don't you? The one who
Yes.
asked for, well, basically she didn't ask for release. She basically paid to fly herself home and walk the fuck out, and rightfully so because
Free
go ahead,
Ali. Hashtag free Ali.
free Ali. Yeah, there you
Wait,
go.
Free Ali. Who's that?
Mustafa Ali or Mustafa Ali.
Oh
Duh.
yeah.
Well,
No,
what happened with him?
no, I remember. I don't know
Uh,
if you saw. He requested his release.
He did?
He made a post on Twitter and requested his release. He posted like a video song of himself requesting his release, but Vince McMahon and
Damn.
WWE
I had
are denying him his release.
I mean, wait, but they release mad people. Why wouldn't they release him?
Well, he
I
hasn't
mean, I'm
been.
not asking. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like in
no. Well,
general, like it's kind of
he hasn't been
weird.
doing nothing with him, and the thing is,
very.
he had an issue with Vince, because he believes he can't deliver the message the way he wants to under the WWE banner, and I agree with that. And you got to remember the last time we saw him, he was leading the Retribution faction, which basically broke up real fast after it became a laughing stock. And
That
then
that should have
basically,
never even began to begin with, but I'm not going to get on that.
yeah. Now, what I've heard is the character that he wanted to do. Apparently, the storyline he wanted to use, it was too controversial, and I think it was had to do based on his race. So, see, they scrapped that. So basically, it left him with
Oh,
nothing.
okay. So his race could be the reason as to why he's still there. Because you remember, WWE has a lot of demographics that they're trying to appease to, and Ali fits a rare demographic that there aren't a lot of people that look like him. So that could be why his release was denied. I'm looking at it from that aspect because other than that, I don't see a reason why they wouldn't release him. I feel Ali is talented. It's just that I don't think his talents are for the WWE core structure. I just think that once Vince McMahon sees you in a certain light, it doesn't matter what you do. Vince is never gonna like change his opinion on it. Also, with Ali, he's kind of been passed over on various
Yeah,
things.
that's what
I
I'm saying.
mean,
Yeah,
that's gotta hurt. I'm sorry, like to get passed up, and then I mean, I like Kofi. I love Kofi. Let me rephrase that. I love Kofi. I'm a big fan, but if the situation with Ali doesn't happen, I don't think Kofi becomes WWE champion. So now you as Ali got to think about that for the rest of your life. What if I was in that match? Could I have been, possibly been WWE champion? And I'm not going to say that Ali doesn't, because a lot of people got to remember Jinder Mahal was WWE champion. And I'm going to say this on record. I'm a fan of Jinder Mahal. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I get a lot of slander for it, but I love Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal is my guy. I don't care. I'm a fan of his. I even got a
yeah,
shirt.
yeah. I
But
understand.
yeah,
Yeah, he's the modern day Maharaja. But see,
Maharaja, you got to put some respect on it,
yeah,
baby.
the modern day Maharaja.
That's
Yeah,
my
I,
guy,
I get
man.
it. No, what where he comes from and his character represents, I think his character represents sort of like the or not anti, but anti-American or terrorist type image type
But
thing.
see,
That's where they get it from.
it's the typical nonsense. It's the typical
Yeah,
nonsense that they do. It is what it is. If you're not from, America, immediately you're a heel, you're a bad guy, you're a foreigner, you hate America. That's the typical gimmick that they give you.
So fucking 80s.
no, it's not '80s. I think it's just a bad racial stereotype that
Very
Vince
bad
McMahon likes
It's
to
racial
actually
use.
it's
stereotype.
actually both, to be honest. It's actually both because it
Yeah.
is very 80s like.
Hmm.
I mean, even look at the movies, like how they had, America versus,
Yeah.
this country, that country. So it kind of does fall under 80ish type of stuff. But I just wonder what kind of character Ali was thinking of. Like, was he thinking of being a babyface or a heel with it?
he started off as a babyface, but then after nothing really, he decided to turn heel. So I'm thinking somebody gave him the heel thing, and he ran with it. I mean, the guy can talk. He had good talking skills to me, but I'm just saying. I think, like I said, the whole system. Either you got to kiss a good amount of ass. It depends
You
on
gotta kiss a lot of ass and
yeah,
like
kiss a
it.
lot of ass to get over, or to even get any traction,
Somebody even have to
and
lick it. I
also
don't
you
know.
got to get over. I'm thinking, like I said, Ali, Tony Storm, or Black Z. Your thoughts on Ali before we proceed?
Man, I hope he gets his requested release. And man, he posted on Twitter, a
Yeah,
picture
right. Yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah.
of the Joker of the Dark Knight burning money.
But
Hmm.
And I
didn't he just
said,
have a kid though?
Yeah,
I think he
that's
did.
right. Yeah, because he was out on. He said he was out on paternity leave with his wife. So yeah, he had a
That's
child.
crazy.
I'm just
Yeah,
glad there's somebody out there that doesn't just want to do it just for the money. I can respect that.
yeah. Because see,
That's
Because
true.
he posts videos of himself on Instagram practicing in the ring almost every day. Dude is putting in work and he's not being showcased. Shit,
Which
so
is
shit.
unfortunate
Why
because
not
you
me?
have a lot of people like that. You have a lot of people that put in a lot of work, maybe like behind the scenes or something, but they don't get the acknowledgement, you know, that they should.
yeah, that's true. No, but Black Z, you know who Tony Storm is, right? The blonde chick
Yes.
who just flew. Yeah, that's who we were on now. In her case, she paid for herself to fly herself home, and she just quit, which is I applaud that. Someone
That's
I
some
think
bold shit to do.
not really. I mean, yeah, bold, yeah, but
That's bold.
I think if more wrestlers did it, I think it would send a message to Vince McMahon and the other officials, because I think Tony Storm just saw the bullshit right on the wall after she debuted. I mean, the pie in her face, the pie in Charlotte's face, that won't shit, and it wasn't funny. And then one wrestling match, and like I said, nothing after that. I mean, you have these good talents, but you won't even give them a chance or push them. But you push these other, I mean, I understand. Okay, Roman Reigns, he's got a look. Okay, great. He may have a look and he's big and all that, but the wrestling moves are his wrestling moves are basically like Hulk Hogan's was. They become repetitive. You see the Superman punch. You see this. You see that. The spear. The same problem. The same shit. It's getting boring.
Yo,
Same thing with
yo,
Seth
don't be
Rollins.
don't,
I hate
don't,
Seth Rollins. The the
don't
the,
be
the, the
I'm about to
visionary.
get on you, Malik.
Okay,
Don't
well,
be
I mean, I understand that, but I'm saying
don't
the
don't
visionary, the stupid
don't be
laugh.
disrespecting my tribal chief, man.
It's
Nah,
not
but I
funny.
understand what you're saying. I
I
understand
know.
what you're
I'm just
saying.
saying, why can't people like Tony Storm, Maya Yim, as brother Sherman Scott said in the chat, Maya Yim, why couldn't they get a chance? I mean, Maya Yim had one solo match outside of Retribution, and she lost to Dana Brooke.
I didn't even know she
Please.
even had a match.
And she did.
That's
She was
sad.
on Raw
I
and
didn't
lost
even
to
know
Dana
she had a
Brooke.
match.
Dana Brooke, Miss 24/7 comic relief now, along with Reggie.
But Reggie was always kind of looked at as comedy relief. I am impressed by his movements, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
very
See,
Man, good stuff.
he's talented. He's talented, and he's becoming Ron R Truth 2.0, which is 24/7 comedy. You ought to call that
almost
title the 24/7 comedy title. That's what
you
you ought to
gotta
call it.
have people in certain
Damn.
places though. You gotta have certain people in certain places. And for what's his name? Reginald, for him doing all the
Yeah, Reggie
flippy
Lester,
acrobatic stuff,
yeah.
I actually like it. I think I mean, is it silly? Yeah, but I think everybody has certain roles that they have to fill in WWE. So for him to do that, I mean, think of it when Leo Rush was doing it. Leo Rush was doing the whole flippy stuff, when he was
Yeah,
with Lashley. It was
yeah,
kind of comedic and it was kind of like, oh shit, okay, I didn't know he could do that, kind of stuff like that.
yeah. He was basically Bobby Lashley's cheerleader, basically. But he was good. That was good. He was basically like a mouthpiece for Bobby Lashley,
And he
like
was great.
Paul
He was
Heyman really
great.
or was for Roman Reigns and for Brock Lesnar. But getting back to
Hmm.
Tony Storm for a second, hey Black Z, what are your thoughts on Tony Storm leaving and quitting?
I'm
They,
glad because
yeah,
they secondhand embarrassed her on national television,
yep,
and it's just crazy. Like she went for having a bunch of good matches in NXT UK, NXT, the Mae Young Classic, just to be treated like that. Like,
and sitting in, and also again sitting in catering. That seems to be a popular thing to do.
She's been catering for like 3 months. That's crazy.
Right, yeah. And see, that's where Aleister Black was in catering for probably like 3 or 4 months before he actually did anything. And then when and then when he wanted to do something, he's been released, and he had just started a program with Big E. I wanted to see that play out so bad because I think him and Big E would have had some good matches, but we'll never know now because
that's a different mix.
Yeah, no, remember
that could have been something.
Yeah, because
I forgot because he attacked him.
Yeah, attacked Big E on SmackDown.
I forgot about that.
But after that week, he was out the door. Out the door.
That's sad.
That's a goddamn shame. Goddamn shame.
I'm sorry, running off. I'm looking for my charger right quick.
Oh, don't worry about it, bro.
That's understandable.
Yeah,
I was looking for mine earlier, so I don't blame you. I was looking for it.
Let's move on to the NXT releases now. Just recently, as you know, basically these releases, the system targeted all of Triple H's friends. They released Samoa Joe. How the hell you spit on Samoa Joe, William Regal, and Road Dogg? All of, I think Road Dogg was a producer. Regal was like their top NXT trainer, and Samoa Joe was like a judge at recent tryouts. But he was supposed to start wrestling again. Like I said, he was injured during that commercial, and he hasn't wrestled since.
He was never injured.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't. That's right. Yeah, I think he said he was. Yeah. But the thing is, it seems to me that Khan, not Tony Khan, AEW, but the other Khan, Nick Khan, who basically has all
Shao Kahn.
Yeah, Shere Khan. Yeah, has all the power in WWE now. They've targeted everybody that Triple H has hired, and the word is Triple H has been bummed out, and I guess so. Now, some say this is karma at Triple H for all the years, over the years, the way he ascended to power. The way he did, marrying the boss's daughter, et cetera, and looking out for all his friends. And I guess that's okay, if you want to call it karma. But the thing is, if you're going to release, William Regal and all these wrestlers, and okay, you're going to target. Why don't you just go ahead and release Triple H too? But of course, that's Vince's son-in-law. I'm guessing Vince still has some power to look out for him. I don't know. But Black Z, I'll start with you. Like, what are your thoughts on the way they're releasing these people in NXT?
This has all been calculated to a T. Like, NXT back in 2018 was at the highest, bro. Like, shit, I used to recommend it all the time. Like, bro, y'all need to watch NXT, bro. This is the shit. Because, man, the main roster around that time, my interest was just going away from the main roster. But going back to what you just said, it's just crazy, man. Just to see how it took 10 years for him to build this up just to get it knocked down less than a year. That's just crazy to me.
All right, Zargon, your turn. What are your thoughts on this whole shake-up system?
They destroyed everything about it. They destroyed, they took the whole system and they just completely removed it. Like the whole structure, the way it looked, the way the cameras were, the way the NXT was. I think, didn't they even change the belts, the way the belts look now? Like the belts look different.
Should.
I think they changed the way the belts look now. Like they did a complete delete. Like they pulled the Matt Hardy delete. Like they deleted that whole system and they just pretty much redid it over. I think that's why it's it's a 2.0. But they really did an overhaul. Like they basically gave NXT a Jenny Jones makeover. For those of you that are old enough may remember who she is, but that's exactly what they did, man. They even the wrestlers that was in it, that had the indie type wrestling style, they even changed that. They're like, okay, we don't want any of that no more. We want athletes, we want cheerleaders, bodybuilders, things like that. Like they changed the whole system. They made the NXT system the same way they're kind of doing the main roster. So now there's no section of WWE that's different, whether on the main roster or the training grounds or NXT. Everything is the complete same. So because of it, I think it's turned off a lot of people. And Triple H, I mean, that could be why Triple H had his recent, What
Yeah,
did
it
he
was
got sick or something like that? Yeah.
no, it was a medical issue with his heart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you know how much stress that could put on a person? Like to see something that they like tried so hard to build, they tried to make change, kind of with Ali. They tried to make change, even with Shane Taylor. They tried to make change with certain things so much to the point that when they don't achieve that goal, it messes with them mentally, physically, and I think all of that just got to Triple H, and he had his situation happen, which I don't think anybody should have to go through.
Well, here's my thing when it comes to a triple bitch.
But even look at the talent,
Go ahead.
though. Even look at the talent. Even the talent is getting punished. It's not even just the owner, not the owner, but the heads up. Even the talents are getting punished for that, for things like that. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of the core people that was in NXT during that time, they're pretty much just leaving, or they've gotten released.
Jumping out the sinking ship. That's what they was doing.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah. Oh, on a side note, the reason why you have all these releases on the main roster and now NXT, I'm pretty sure both of you, excuse me, might have heard this. WWE might be getting prepped to be sold. I've heard Vince wants 3.2 billion for it, but I don't think it's worth that. Also, the one network, the one network that might buy it would be
That's
NBC.
it.
Yeah. The one network that might buy it is like NBC because they
I
they
thought
probably
I
have.
thought it would be more, to be honest.
It might be, but I don't know. They're saying it's getting ready to be sold, and that's why talents and personnel are being released like that. But getting back to the core of as far as Triple H is concerned, okay, let's look at his past, the way he ascended to power. I believe some of this is karma, which he deserves. In the chat, Sherman Scott says they did Triple H dirty. Mr. Scott, you got to remember years ago how many people Triple H did dirty, and I mean literally.
Yeah, I can
Even
agree to that.
even the way he did China dirty, as we all know that story. But
Money to
fast
hash.
forward to now, and or Zargon, I think Triple H had his medical issue long before they changed NXT. I think what it is, he had probably been working so hard, and I think something just happened. He felt like I said, they said it could have been a minor heart attack, or they said it was a medical heart issue. So while he was been laid up, that's when this guy Nick Khan, everybody just moved in. Like I said, I'm like this.
All right, Cabal. See you later.
All right, Cabal. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Peace. Anyway, and shout out to everybody in the chat for watching. Uh, Brother Gotten, Sherman Scott, and anybody that stops by. Anyway,
God, that's Goten.
yeah. Oh, go no, sorry. I also, for some reason I always say
It's a
Gotten,
it's
but
a it's a Dragon Ball Z reference. I know you know
okay, yeah.
it's a
See,
Dragon
I'm not
Ball
a
Z
fan of Dragon
reference.
Ball Z, so I never watched that. So
I could
anyway,
tell. I could tell.
yeah, okay. I'm like this. As far as Triple H goes, I mean, he's done this. He's had this life all these years. So some karma, and and remember, if y'all ever seen the VHS, or I saw it on VHS, Bret Hart's, excuse me, Wrestling with Shadows, where his ex-wife told him backstage after the screw job, somewhere, sometime, God's going to strike you down, and maybe he's doing that just a little bit. He's knocking him off his pedestal, his high horse just a little bit. Right now, like I said, I don't wish death upon the man, at least not yet. But
God damn.
yeah, I know, but I'm like this, between that and between, I guess, everything going on in NXT, and like I said, I never watched NXT. I was never a fan of it. I mean, I watched a few pay-per-views, a few matches. They were okay, and the look was good. It was a good look. But yeah, but to change the look to this, this, I guess you could say, finger paint cartoon backdrop now, yeah, that's bad. And I watched it with some buddies the other night. It was okay, but like I said, you're right. I can see the change, but all around, as far as talent, whether it's talent's been released or talent that they have, every talent I see, there's nothing exciting. There's nothing exciting coming out of there. Nothing's exciting. Nobody to be a breakout star or a main eventer at all.
And to put
That's
salt
why.
on the wound is not even
Yeah, go ahead.
working.
Oh yeah,
I
of
said,
course, yeah. Go ahead, Matt.
I said, and to put salt on the wound is not even working.
Yeah, and here's the thing: all around WWE got the only thing WWE has for this year, especially at the Royal Rumble, all he's got is Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. That's the only thing I'm excited to see. And see, look where
Yeah.
those two come from. Brock comes from the post Attitude Era. He comes from the post Attitude Era time. He's been there a long time. Bobby Lashley came along, I think, a
With
little
his
while after that,
aggression.
and he was a good athlete. He got a push, but then he left because he went to TNA. You know, remember he was part of the Beatdown Clan or the the whole UFC thing because he wore the bandana around his head. Then he came back, and he's been wanting a match. He's been wanting a match with Brock Lesnar for a long time, but they wouldn't pull the trigger on it, and I don't see why not.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this
Us
match,
fans been wanting that forever.
right? Yeah, the man, yeah. See, and if it's okay, the fans won that, but
We've
see,
been wanting that
now he has
forever.
no. But next, he noticed he has no choice but to give it to us now because he's got nothing else. You can't call on The Rock because he's making movies. You can't call on Undertaker; he's too old, and he knows it. And you can't call on Steve Austin, who's basically supposed to host WrestleMania this year because again, it's coming from AT&T Stadium again for the second time in like I think 2 or 3 years.
That's the one thing I give Stone Cold Steve Austin. Once he retired, he stayed retired. He said, "I'm not coming back." He didn't try to pull the maybe it's a possibility. You never know. All of
No,
that.
because his
That's the
body
one
told
thing
him,
I give
yeah,
Austin.
yeah,
He
that's true,
stayed true
yeah,
to his word.
yeah.
He
His
did give
body,
him maybe the Punk though back in the day.
yeah.
You know what? I'm not even gonna get started on that. I'm a chill.
What do you say now, B?
I'm a chill.
Hey, B, what'd you say? I didn't catch it.
He did give him maybe the Punk though back in the day.
Oh, you gave it maybe the Punk. Okay, well,
That's when they did that little sit down interview. I think it was for I can't remember which WWE game it was. And they
13.
was doing that. It was 13? Okay. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking it was either 12 or 13. It was one of those. And they was having a sit down interview like they was gonna have a match and things like that. And they was kind of hyping it up a little bit. I do remember that.
okay, I didn't see that, but like I said, I don't watch Broken Skull sessions anyway. But I'm saying, Austin, yeah, you're right. Austin Smart. See, Austin's body told him he didn't want to do it anymore. That's why, and when the body doesn't want to do it, it usually tells the mind, hey, it's time to stop. And plus, Austin,
Mm-hmm.
he's financially set. He probably doesn't need work. He needs
Yeah,
work.
but at least he listened though. You have a lot
Yeah,
of
of course,
people
yeah,
that their body is telling them one thing and they don't do it, and then
yeah. They keep going, yeah.
uh,
Yeah, but like I said, going back to Vince has nobody else to call on. See, to me, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley is the final frontier for a main event. And the thing is, this
that
match
should be a WrestleMania main event though.
that's what I'm about to say. This match should not happen at the Royal Rumble. It should happen in WrestleMania, last match. But see, they're gonna do it at WrestleMania, and more than likely, somebody said if Bobby wins the title, Roman Reigns is gonna win it back at WrestleMania. Now, why would you do that? Why don't you just have Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar at least maybe fight as a part 2 at WrestleMania, or less? Like I said, move the match. The match should have been WrestleMania all the way. But back to the NXT one last time. Yeah, both sides of that ship, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, it's a sinking ship. And see, Fox paid like $1 billion for SmackDown for 5 years.
And that's Fox's fault. I don't feel sorry for them.
Right? Yeah, I'm
I don't
saying.
feel sorry for I would never feel sorry for the networks. They got all that money. They do all the fuckery shit that they do. I don't feel sorry for them.
No, but I'm saying, and then fuckery, they got fucked when the minute you pay for SmackDown.
Pretty much.
That shit went. That SmackDown is pretty much in the damn toilet. I mean,
But they knew what it was beforehand. Why would they try to think that something was gonna change? That's the part that makes me laugh. Like you knew the position WWE was in. You knew the position that SmackDown was in. Why would you say, okay, here's $1 billion. We're gonna give this to you and try to have you improve your ratings, improve your show, and things like that? When they knew no change was gonna happen. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Your guess is as good as mine, but you're right. That's a good point. That was my point. That was that was my point. But hey,
Excuse my foot.
but look, hey, they stepped in it. Hey, so be it.
And that's their fault. They played a stupid game and they won a stupid prize. That's their fault.
Yeah. And here's something else I got for us to talk about. All of a sudden now, because of all the changes, WWE is said to be disappointed with NXT 2.0. It's been 4 months since the rebranding of NXT, and the ratings have not increased, even without AEW Dynamite competing against them anymore. And WWE officials are not happy. Says Twitter account with a good track record is reporting that internally WWE is said to be disappointed with the first 4 months of NXT. And whose fault is that? Let's see. You got bad creative, and now your boy
Wanted
Nick
better.
Khan, and now your boy Nick Khan is getting rid of all these people now. Says the feeling, according to a source, is that they thought more fans would gravitate towards the new stars quicker than they have. At this point, it's not expected that there will be changes to the concept. However, if things don't change, history shows that Vince McMahon likes to make big changes to storylines and personnel. So it would not be a shock to see something happen to the product if ratings do not improve. It says in recent weeks, WWE has sent main roster stars AJ Styles and Matt Riddle to NXT in an attempt to boost ratings. There have been slight increases, but
Matt Riddle.
Increases, increases, but nothing that they can boast about, and the numbers are still below what they were doing when they were up against AEW Dynamite. Well, there you have it. See right there, and see now you see why AJ Styles is off TV. You know, because remember he was squashed by Omos and Matt Riddle. You know of RK Bro, which is still so damn ridiculous. I don't ever. To me,
but you know, it's always the stupid shit that gets over. So I'm just taking it as whatever.
That might be true, but still, to me, Matt Riddle makes Randy Orton look bad. No,
he does, but
I like Randy Orton like he is. You know, the Viper strikes, trust nobody, likes nobody. But hey, you know, it is what it is. You know, but you know, bro, as he always says.
But that's the thing. That's a formula that has worked in the past. They have two people who are opposites or completely different stratosphere from each other. They come together and they make it work. I mean, look at The Rock and Sock.
That's what I was about to say. Yep, the Rock and Sock connection.
You got Kane and Daniel Bryan. You even got Kane and X-Pac. Like, there's different variations as to where they do that. So
yeah, I get it. The Rock and Sock connection was the best because that actually worked because both those guys were actually good and actually entertaining. This RK Bro is, you know, okay. Hey, Black Z, what are your thoughts on that?
RK Bro.
Yeah, or the whole thing. You know, the NXT. What I just read about NXT. You know, WWE being disappointed in NXT 2.0.
Well, anybody who was a hardcore NXT fan, duh, we saw that shit coming. As soon as I saw the fucking cartoon logo, I unfollowed all the shit. I'm like, nope, I'm following.
Mad people said that shit too.
Bro. I'm good. Fucking Nickelodeon on WWE television. Great. Okay. RK Bro, you know, it's all right. It has a ceiling. It's only a matter of time before, you know, get an RKO. That's probably going to happen at the Rumble. Also, I'm from St. Louis and I'm going to the Rumble. So,
congratulations. Okay. Hey, look, make sure you don't fall asleep in there. Okay. You know, try and stay awake. You know what I mean?
All I know is if Liv Morgan wins that Rumble, I'm throwing a boy. People been saying Liv Morgan. We want Liv Morgan to win the Royal Rumble. I'm like, what? Why?
I don't know.
Seeing it all over Twitter. It's crazy.
She's another one. You know, she can't. She has. It's just like Alexa Piss. She has all the looks, but she can't wrestle worth a damn.
I'm sorry, Alexa Bliss does not have looks. That shit is overrated. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get major heat for that, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
I understand what you're saying, but you probably one of the only ones because to both of you, you remember how Alexa Piss also rose to fame, and this is apparently a fact. She was a favorite among officials at the Performance Center. So let's put it this way: she put in after hours at the Performance Center, if you know what I mean. So that's why she was very popular at the Performance Center. You know what I'm saying? you gotta
kill me when he say that shit.
Like Special Ed would say, you know, think about it. So hey, you know, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. But I didn't say you say she's ugly, but but I say no.
I'm saying she is, but I give her credit because she's gone far from where she was to where she is now.
Hey, Black D,
I mean, she has a fan base, and it is what it is. I don't hate her, but I mean, people like her. It is what it is.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about her also is she's living off a character now that was created by someone else who also got released, which
I
is a
don't think
dead.
anybody likes it. I don't think
No,
anybody really like honestly likes that whole Bray Wyatt. I don't know what like that whole Bray Wyatt fiend persona that Alexa got
yeah,
going on right now.
like
I
it's
don't
Bray
think
Wyatt,
anybody
like it's
really likes it.
The
She
Fiend's
should
little
have been
sister.
stopped doing that after he got released.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that. They're going to put her. They're going to put her in that, and they're going to try to see how many dolls she can sell with that ugly shit.
Well, that doll is gone. Remember, because Charlotte Flair ripped the head off, so
No,
it
no,
is
no, no.
gone.
But I mean on WWE Shop. You know, WWE
Oh,
Shop is still going to make it, and they're still going to try to sell it
yeah.
and see what people actually want that ugly thing.
Yeah, there's some little kid out there that likes garbage. But anyway,
Exactly.
as
I
far
mean,
as
To
they
each their own.
yeah, that's right. To each their own. But getting back to Liv Morgan and then Rumble, yeah, if she wins, you know what? You know what? If you think about it, she might win too because she's basically like the newest latest underdog. But I don't see it. No,
That's how it is. I don't get the appeal of Liv Morgan. I don't understand it. I don't get it, but it is what it is.
It's one
and
of
if she
those
wins,
things where there's nobody else to
go ahead.
like no more. So
Yeah,
I
okay,
got you.
that makes sense. that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I'm also like this. If she does win and does win the title, I'm wondering how they're going to market her because the thing is, if she wins the title and the fans don't like her after a while, see, what
As
was it
soon
all
as
for?
she wins the belt, the fans are gonna turn on her. They do this all the time. They
Hmm.
cheer for somebody, and then once they get the belt, they turn on them. Happened to Kofi, happened to Biggie, happened. I mean, slightly to Lashley. The list go happened to Becky, which I still think it was bullshit how she won the belt, but it is what it is. Same thing happened to Bianca. It's just a trend. Everybody's like, oh, this person should be elevated. This person should be pushed. And then once they get that moment of spotlight in the championship stratosphere, fans turn on them. And I don't know why.
Well, I guess maybe it's just it's like this. When you're champion, you're supposed to be exciting. These champions are not exciting. Bianca Belair, and I damn sure I can't get with big time Bex. I mean, she's trying. She's trying, but I'm not feeling it. I mean, she's cutting a promo out there, and
Nobody's feeling it because I mean, first off, she came back as a heel. I don't think anybody wanted Becky to come back as a heel. Nobody wanted that. Nobody asked for it. If people were asking for it and they wanted it, I think they would accept it more. But the fact that she just came back and then she just immediately became champion, everybody's like, "What the fuck is this?" And it felt so forced. And when WWE likes to force things,
yeah,
fans like to rebel against it because they're trying to force us to like something, and we're like, nah, we don't want that. So
yeah.
I think,
John Cena was forced for years, but of course that went over because little kids bought all that merchandise. But
of course,
as far as Becky Lynch goes, Becky Lynch started getting booed even when she was a babyface. So it's like you can't please these fans either way. I
well, you
don't like it.
can't please them
Yeah,
for long. That's
no,
the
you can. Yeah,
problem.
but that's a very short term. That's a very short term image to have down there. Because if you can't please them, if you can only please them for like maybe 2 or 3 months, then there's no talent. There's no talent that's going to come out of NXT or no talent that's going to come anywhere that's going to cheer for them for long. They're going to end up booing them. It's like okay, and then when they become when they do become a heel, it's like okay, that's awesome. Okay, now we want to show his babyface and get the belt again. But see like the heels with the champion heels are the best thing they have. But it's like this. Back in the days when guys were heels or girls were heels and they knew how to be heels, they were entertaining. They were cool. I mean, it's like this. They would act nice and act all sly and everything, and that was cool. That was the deception. That's what made them good. Nowadays, this shit like you said, and even Black Z knows this. It's basically artificial, like their plastic surgery. Because half of them have a plastic surgery. You know what I mean? If you talk about those bad noses, that of the face, and everything else.
Oh, who
That's
got that? What's her name? Uh, because the one that goes out with Corey Graves. Oh, her surgery looked. God,
Carmella. Mella is money.
oh my
Yeah.
God, her surgery looked terrible. I thought Charlotte's is bad too, but hers is just. Oh my God, even Dana Brooks'
Charlotte's is
surgery
ugly.
just.
Charlotte's
They
is
need
real
they
ugly.
need to stop the surgery because it is not
And
helping
the
them.
thing is, when you get older, this is what I said to Eva Marie on Twitter this morning. Because I made a meme out of one of her pictures. It's
Oh
like
my
this.
God.
No, I made a meme. You should seen it. I should have tagged you in it. You should have seen it. I'm gonna start tagging y'all in my memes when I do these memes. when you get older, it's not for Eva Marie. The meme I wrote was, I got released from WWE twice. I can't act worth shit. Couldn't wrestle worth shit. Couldn't cut a promo worth shit. All I can do is change my color and pose. God, I'm pathetic. And the thing is, as she gets older, the bones that break in the plastic surgery, they start to deteriorate, and you look twice as ugly as you do currently. So I mean, what's the difference? And look, and Summer Rae, you see Summer Rae? Remember when she first came out years ago, blonde hair, and she had smaller lips. Her lips were naturally small.
I just seen a picture of her. Somebody posted it on Twitter.
Hey, Black Z, look, Botox / collagen. And here's the thing. These are for the crackers that might be watching, especially the enemies. The crackers might be watching.
There you go.
If being so white is so pure and so beautiful, why do you do surgery trying to look like us when you hate us? It's like that. It's like what Busta Rhymes said in Higher Learning. They hate me because they ain't me. Look, if you're white, stay white and stop trying to have a thicker lips, because that's not natural, and that makes you look just even uglier. I mean,
you got to look at
all these white women trying to have thicker lips with bad surgery. Come on now.
I did think it was funny how she was shitting on fans on Twitter saying that because WWE called her a legend.
Yeah, they called her a legend. That's one of the reasons I got on Twitter and was
right. Yeah,
I looked at it. I'm like, okay, they called her a legend. Big deal. It didn't bother me. I wasn't bothered by it. I was just like, okay, WWE's trying to promote something. What are they trying to promote?
Yeah, they're trying to promote her
put legend
Rumble. Yeah,
under Eva Marie. So it is what it is.
You got all these legends coming back for the Rumble. You have Lita coming back, which I guess she needs some money. She's probably
yeah, but WWE can put legend behind anybody. They could put legend
Eva
behind
Marie
anybody.
had a go away heat. I'm sorry, I was responding to a fan.
Oh, don't start that. Don't start that. Go away heat. Oh my God, you're gonna get me started, please. I'm tired of that term. I hate that term, man. With a passion. Jesus Christ. It drives me crazy.
Well, here's the thing. It's a good thing that she got released when she did, because Doudrop's career is starting to have a revitalization, because when you paired her with Eva Marie, I thought
why did they name her that?
I thought her career was dead in the water, but now at least she's got a resurgence. See, Doudrop I actually respect, because now without that other element, she can.
I can't respect that name. That name is fucking atrocious.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because see, Becky called it doo-doo. So see, that was obvious. That was obvious, which was pretty good. That was good.
She's clearly not winning.
Yeah.
I don't mind her wrestling and all that, and she looks different from everybody else. I get that, but just the name Doudrop, I just don't like it. It just sounds disgusting. I'm like, y'all couldn't change her name back to what it was before. I can't remember what her name was before, because it was something before it did.
Yeah, because she's from I think Australia or the UK. Yeah, well, that's what
Viper.
They changed her.
Viper is her Indian name, and then that
was a pretty cool name. But you know what, Viper, Randy Orton's a Viper, so you can't have two Vipers. Sorry.
Her name in the UK was Piper Niven too.
Yeah, that's where. Piper did. Yeah, that remember.
Okay, so Roddy Piper. Okay, I see why they did that.
No, it's just
stupid.
It's the whole thing. Summer Rae is not a legend because she really didn't do anything. Now,
but why get mad at it? You already know what WWE is putting it there for. They're just doing it just to do it, just to get a reaction out of fans. And when fans come on Twitter and they get mad and they write it, it's just proving the point that WWE can say anything and fans just get pissed off about it.
That's true.
Everything is done on purpose. So
that's what I'm saying. It's done on purpose. Like, people get mad, and this irritates me. This bothers me when fans like. I seen some tweets saying, okay, they call Summer Rae a legend and she ain't do shit, and then they start putting Alicia Fox name in it, and that shit just burns my soul. it makes me mad when they start. I'm like, but at least Alicia Fox won a championship.
That's true.
I mean, at least she won a championship. At least she was entertaining for some certain periods of her career. She was entertaining, because I remember when she first came in there. Remember, she was in there with the whole thing with Edge and Vicky. That's where I remember. Was it Alicia Fox? I think it was. I'm trying to remember who it was.
It was her.
I think that's when she first came out. It's been so long, so forgive me, but I always found certain parts of Alicia Fox's career pretty entertaining, pretty cool. I'm still mad she lost to Melina. It still bothers me to this day. I'm not even gonna lie, because I think she could have gone further with the Divas Championship. But it's just whenever WWE puts certain labels on certain stars, we know what it's there for. We're smart enough to know that, but we get so caught up in the moment that we just immediately just start outraging and getting mad about it. And I don't get it. I'm like, if WWE called her, if WWE came in there and called Summer Rae a Hall of Famer, okay, maybe then you could get upset. But just calling her a legend, it doesn't bother me. I mean, how many people in the past have they put legend under?
Several, yeah. Well,
that's what I'm saying. That's why it doesn't piss me off. I don't get mad.
The Bella twins.
Yeah, well, all
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They just put out like, okay, it is what it is.
You have some legends there that are legit deserving to be legends. Undertaker's deserving to be a legend. Sonny's a legend, but
I don't put Undertaker in a legendary category. I put him in a Hall of Fame category. He's a Hall of Famer. So I try to separate it. Okay, because I'm like, okay, this person could be a legend, yeah, whatever. That's a title that they want to put on them. It is what it is. But I look at Hall of Fame as being the end all be all. So I don't get caught up in the whole legend thing.
Well, technically, the WWE Hall of Fame is basically a bullshit too, because
it is, but still.
Here's the thing: the Bella Skanks are in the Hall of Fame. What the fuck is that? And just like Liv, just like Eva Marie, they couldn't wrestle worth shit either, but they're in the Hall of Fame. But here's the thing, real quick for Summer Rae, I'm thinking she's legendary because maybe the officials probably knows she probably has some legendary pussy. That's only a suggestion or assumption because, like I said, no, I think she was part of the Diva Search too. See, when Vince started the Diva Search, it wasn't to find new talent. It was to find some new pussy because he ain't messing with his wife no more. That's another story. So I think Summer Rae put out 2 at the time when she was there.
We definitely get kicked off.
We kicked off. I'm just saying. I'm saying. I'm saying what I feel. I'm saying what I feel. That's all. That's all. But it is what it is. That's what. Like I say, I can't confirm. But it's a
no
suggestion.
Chill X is coming out right now.
So
Chill X. I'm just saying.
Savage X is coming out.
I didn't say. Look, you can call them Beatles, you can call them Legends what they want, but I call them what they are. Hoes. Monday at one time, Monday night hoes, Friday night hoes, and then you probably got some NXT hoes. You know,
it could be.
So
even with Summer Rae, because I seen the picture of her and I was like, why does Summer Rae look like Rachel Nichols? I don't know if y'all watch was it the sports shows in the morning? She used to be a part of the Jump or whatever, like the sports talk shows or whatever. And Rachel Nichols is like an analyst, or at least she used to be before she got fired over the whole controversy that she had with some other chick. That's what I put, and I just left it at that. I ain't even get mad about Summer Rae.
Okay, now you said Rachel Nichols. You said she's a sports person, but first thing I was thinking was when I heard the name, I'm thinking it was porn star. That's like a porn star name. Because look, Summer Rae sounds like a porn star. Alexa Bliss sounds like a porn star. So you know that she had a lot of porn star names on these women that they put on them. You know what I mean?
Dolph Ziggler is a porn name.
Dolph Ziggler
is referenced from a porn name. Dirk Diggler.
You're right.
That watched the movie.
And look, Dolph has slept with Sonny too. So
shit.
There you go. I hope he used protection. But anyway, because you know where Sonny's been. Sonny's been with everybody.
Oh my god.
But anyway,
okay.
Back to wrestling.
You gonna make a Summer Side Up joke now?
No, not really. No.
I'm curious. So who do y'all think is gonna win the Women's Royal Rumble?
That's a toss up. I mean, it's probably a Liv Morgan. That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, because even though we were joking about, she shouldn't or she might not, the appeal, she'll probably win it because, like I said, she's underdog. Like I said, they're saying Lita's going to stick around, but I don't think she's going to be like a full timer. I think she's going to be like make appearances, here and there, because she probably wants to work less.
They brought Lita back. Like,
because actually, Lita was in talks with AEW at one time before WWE offered her, I guess,
it's a
offered her a
good
nice
thing that
check.
WWE snatched her up. It's a good thing.
You're right. You
Trust
know why?
me,
Yeah, you're right.
it's a
Yeah,
good thing.
Matt Hardy is in AEW,
Yeah,
and Reby Sky wouldn't have liked that. There'd have been some
yeah,
problems.
yeah. Rebby is
There'd
a
been some problems.
savage.
There'd been problems. That's problems Tony Khan don't need. So
I
I
mean,
don't want no
even though
problems,
she's
Revy. I don't want no problems, Revy. I love you.
I
No
know. Yeah.
problems.
yeah,
I don't want no
because that
problems.
woman,
Go ahead.
and Beth Phoenix doesn't strike me the type to like get on social media and be mad about that. Because you got to remember, Lita and Edge was together for some time. So
Mhm.
Oh well, yeah. Well, they're past that because, like I said, because he's
yeah,
married
that's
to
what I'm
Beth now.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even though Lita would be in WWE, I don't see Beth Phoenix to be the type to come out and say some, some kind of shit.
Maybe not, but Beth Phoenix, watch your man in case Lita comes around and starts talking to him again. So see that could be a problem.
Man,
See, you know?
Beth Phoenix would fold Lita in half. Stop it. Don't put my girl Lita in that position. Don't do that.
Well, she's been in every other position at one time or another.
Oh my God.
But it's true. It's
Oh
true.
my God.
But hey, I'm
You was
just
horrible.
I'm just saying, it is what it is. I'm just
I'm actually hoping that debut star comes in and win the Rumble because I just don't see nobody else coming in and just winning it.
They'll probably
Maybe
just
like
give it to Sasha or somebody of that ilk.
Sasha
I could just see
hurt.
them doing that just to
Sasha's
she
injured.
is.
Yeah, she got injured again. Now you know who could come in and win it because she's supposed to come back from injury. Maybe they're going to do that. Bailey could come back and win it.
I love
Whenever
me
you-
some Bailey, so I don't know. Don't say that, man. I might get hyped.
Yeah, that's like
She my second pick. But my
Yeah.
third pick will be Io Shirai. I'm hoping. I don't know why.
Oh.
I just like Io Shirai.
Okay. Oh,
Wait, didn't she just start? Hold on, I might be confusing her with somebody. Didn't she just start recently on the main roster? No, I must be thinking of somebody else.
Oh, that's Xia Li.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
Okay,
Xia Li. Now here's the thing. Yeah,
somebody just
Xia Li.
debuted recently. Okay,
Yeah, Xia Li debuted about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then she disappeared,
Okay.
and then just came back last Friday night and said, "No, what is that?" See,
A
once
month
again,
later.
that bad
I
creative.
think it's the consistency that they're not putting with the superstars, and fans.
Yeah, but if you're gonna build up new stars, you have to put them on TV consistently. You don't bring them on one time and then take them off for 2 or 3 weeks. The next thing you know, they just come out of nowhere like some superhero. And that's what the whole gimmick is now. She's a protector, a superhero.
She's basically Nikki Ash now. She's a superhero.
Kind of like that, yeah, maybe, yeah, but a little better. I'm just saying, is she a wrestler or is
better?
Yeah, but like this, is she a wrestler or is she a Marvel character?
That's
You're making it
true.
like almost like a lot. Because look at it, she comes down with the little weapons, and they put special effects on the weapons, like she's shooting light out of the weapons. I'm like, okay, is this Marvel? Is she an Avenger? Okay, where's
Might be
Captain
Katana
America?
from Mortal Kombat. You never know.
I actually didn't mind her gimmick in NXT because she was a heel.
Oh, Zia Lee was a heel in NXT.
Oh,
Yeah, they
okay.
just made her the face out of the blue. I don't know what that is.
See,
Her
that's the
entrance
thing.
kinda
Now,
nice,
if you made her a heel all this time and she was getting over, why you go turn her face on the main roster? You should have just left her a heel and let her run with that.
Now
See,
you know why WWE did that?
why?
Because Vince
She could've had
McMahon
a
is like,
feud-
"Oh,
she could've had a
you're
feud
going to
with
be my
Naomi.
baby face."
Well, Vince McMahon is getting old and senile, and he's getting worse. Those backstage segments with Austin Theory are just as bad. And him beating somebody down and taking selfies.
Tyler Breeze 2.0.
Yeah, that's getting ridiculously annoying.
Definitely stealing his gimmick.
Yeah,
Definitely still in his gimmick.
yeah.
They're not even doing a better job. No, let me not even say 2.0. Let me say 0.5.
Yeah. The only difference is he's not using a selfie stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not using a selfie stick. Yeah.
And the sad part is we all saw through that shit too. That's the crazy thing. As soon as he came out, everybody was like, Tyler Breeze, like, what? But we all said it at the same time. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, but Xia Li, if she's a heel all this time, I wouldn't change that because see now on the main roster, this whole protector thing that's going to wear thin too, and the fans aren't going to like that. They're going to boo her, and then they're going to have to turn her heel all over again, all over again. And see, that's not good for her career or anybody's career. That's bad for careers. This is what Vince and Bruce Pritchard and all these other dumbass officials don't see. I mean, we see it as fans, we see it, but they don't see that. They just tell you, "Hey, you're gonna do this, and they got to do it," or they're in the
That's the
doghouse.
whole. That's the whole forcing thing, though. You're trying to force something, like you're trying to force a square into a circle piece. It's not gonna do it.
True, yeah.
So what's the name of this guy that's supposed to debut? Has anybody seen him? Vamar, what the fuck?
Oh, Beard, yeah. They've been
I've
showing
seen so many
Put
memes
up a
and
missing poster.
comments. Yo, that shit is fucking hilarious, yo.
right. And the thing is, I think wasn't he a bodyguard for Jinder Mahal at one time?
Yeah,
And then now they're trying to premiere him as a solo guy, and you
Oh my
haven't done
God.
you haven't done it yet. That's dumb too.
They have not.
That's ruining him too. See, you're ruining you ruining his solo debut before it even starts. So what the fuck? So Vince, what the fuck are you doing?
That's the running joke though. When will Veer appear? Like people was like, I would have a house, a car, and a whole family before Veer debuts. Like they was just making so many comments, yo. That shit was hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, I indulged in the fuckery. I was like, Jinder Mahal will be WWE champion again before Veer debuts. Like that shit was funny. I'm not gonna lie.
And hey, because you know what? I'm betting his debut's probably been scrapped, probably more than once now.
Of course.
The transition between NXT and the main roster is it's like going through the multiverse or some shit.
It is.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, the multiverse. You know what it is? WWE is literally the like Doctor Strange. It's the multiverse of madness, or in this case, the wrestling verse of madness, or the wrestling verse of bullshit. That's what I call it. All right, let's get to another topic now. This is all great and funny, but on trying topics. Okay, next topic I want to go to Cody Rhodes. If everyone saw AEW, that was a good promo because
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, let me read to you what he said. TNT champion Cody Rhodes was back in AEW Dynamite this week for his own pipe bomb promo. He referenced CM Punk. Okay. Pipe bomb promo that he gave on WWE television several years ago. Rhodes said Punk had the comeback of the decade, but while Punk was gone, Cody said he did all the things that Punk wanted to do. Rhodes said he won't turn heel because the fans cheered him when they needed him the most. He also said that he was the person who built the Forbidden Door. Because remember now in the media they have this called the Forbidden Door, and that references to Mickie James being announced on WWE on television for the first time as the Impact Women's Champion. That's right. WWE and Impact Wrestling. Yeah, WWE and Impact Wrestling have struck a deal. So Mickie James is going to appear with the Impact title on WWE pay-per-view. That's the Forbidden Door.
We should have kept that a secret.
Yeah.
Wait, so she's going to come out with the belt?
I think so.
Hopefully.
She might, yeah. No, because what it is, Pat McAfee announced her is also at the Royal Rumble, Impact Wrestling Champion Mickie James. See, he said Impact Wrestling. So Vince struck a deal with Impact Wrestling, and also saying right there, he said that's the media called it the Forbidden Door, and Cody Rhodes said he was the person who built the Forbidden Door. Rhodes also took a jab at WWE renaming Walter Gunner McGillibuddy was the reference, while putting over the people like Malachi Black, Miro, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and others in his promo. Rhodes said that fans have been conditioned to think that a title that doesn't have world in it is secondary, but that's not the case, and the TNT title has only been secondary in recent weeks because he hasn't been around. So he's been challenged.
So he's putting over himself and the belt. I can respect that.
Well, he's putting over AEW wrestling, but did you hear the shots he took at WWE, and the crowd was cheering it? I loved it. It was
of course they was eating it up. You know they was eating it up.
Let's put it this way: he got in Vince's ass with that shit. and say like I said, he said he built the forbidden door. That's true. Like I said, because look at this. Vince Triple H called himself hating AEW because they're rising to popularity and fame, and you know, and they basically killed NXT. Another reason NXT couldn't get over Wednesday nights because Dynamite was spanking that ass.
But I think a lot of people were upset that they were on the same time. Like a lot of people didn't want that because they liked both shows.
I didn't want that either.
I got you. Yeah. No, it was called. They were calling it the Wednesday Night Wars, but I'm just saying, Cody Rhodes.
It was not a war. It was. Yeah. Let me not start.
Yeah, it wasn't war. Yeah, because AEW won every time, except maybe for one night where NXT won. But for the most part, AEW pretty much won. But Black Z, your thoughts on Cody's promo?
Well, shit, I had a chance to watch it. It was fire. I agree with that. Any title that doesn't have the word war, then it's considered secondary. Like, look at the United States title and the Intercontinental title. I'm pretty sure we all have our favorite matches where that title was on the line. One of my favorite matches was when Booker T and Chris Benoit had their series of matches and stuff for the belt. I remember watching that back in the day.
Okay, so WWE version or WCW version? Because a lot of people like the WCW version of it better than the WWE version of the Best of 7. I liked both. I enjoyed both, to be honest.
Yeah, I enjoyed the one they did in WWE, SmackDown.
I enjoyed the one in WCW. Of course, WCW was always better wrestling, even back then. Just like AEW is better wrestling now. No, well, I mean, for real. I mean, like I said, these companies of WCW and AEW present a more better old school wrestling concept than WWE does. WWE has always been Saturday morning cartoonish and comic relief and everything.
Because they're trying to appeal to kids. That's why.
Well, look, the hardcore stuff appealed to kids even better because I was a kid and I turned off Hulk Hogan for the Road Warriors, and
don't even bring that man's name up.
I know it's Crackermania. He's proved to be a cracker too. Of course, is what he said behind closed doors. Now, well, what he said behind closed doors about black people, of course.
I'm not even mad about that. It's WrestleMania 9. I'm still mad at him over that. Oh,
okay. Nah, I was a Hogan fanatic at one time too. Growing up, I even had the Bastards poster on my wall, which I'm glad which is long gone now. Yeah, is Zargon, you muted?
Hulk.
No, I think Zargon's muted. I mean, I hear him talking, but I don't hear nothing from the microphone. Is Zargon?
Yep. Yeah, but the promo was pretty dope, though.
Yeah, it was. Hey, Zargon.
Cody did his thing.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, okay. I thought I saw you talking, but I didn't hear anything.
Oh no, I'm talking to my wife. My fault.
Oh, I got you. Okay, never mind. Okay. No, but yeah, get back to Cody. Yeah, no, I said that promo was awesome. Hey, Zargon, what are your thoughts on the promo?
I gotta watch it to see. I gotta see it like live and.
Okay.
And,
well, actually, I can
link
both y'all to the site where you can watch. It's called Watch Wrestling, and you can watch any show WWE's Raw, SmackDown.
Because I want to watch that one, and I want to watch the one with Moxley because they said Moxley had came back and he.
Oh yeah, that was my other comment. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, no, look, he opened up the show, and some fan. Called him a drunk out loud. He heard it. He go and you know what he said right live on TV, and they didn't even censor it. This was awesome about TBS. They didn't censor curse words.
Somebody called him a drunk? Really? Come on.
Yeah, some fan. No, but Moxley had him thrown out. You know what Moxley said? Go F yourself, and they didn't censor it. They did not censor it.
No, for real. So he just said go F yourself.
Yeah, and said
that's not bad.
He said. Go fuck yourself. Get this guy out of here.
He said actually go fuck it. Oh,
yeah, he said that, and they didn't censor it.
Wow,
that was because
the only reason I heard about it is because Bully Ray had made a comment on it, and a lot of people got on Bully Ray about that. And I was like, the Dudley Boys are my all-time favorite tag team, but Bully, you wrong on this one.
No, he said he thinks John Moxley should have owed the fans an apology on that
shit.
because
I disagreed with that respectfully. I was like,
I do
I
too.
gotta
Because the thing is,
disagree with that.
he don't know the fans. They're just fans. We're fans. I mean, yeah, we paid to see him and we paid to buy his merchandise. But the thing is, okay, you know why he left? Alcoholism.
It was a personal issue, so that's how I took it.
It was alcoholism because he drinks. They said it was alcoholism because
Yeah, but still, that still
they put
falls under personal though.
yeah, no, but yeah. Well, the thing is, he went into a program and he came back, so he's a better place now. And
Yeah.
look at this, even Paige and Renee both shot back at Bully Ray on Twitter for that about I got them up too. Renee said
Okay.
that's all. It's all thing to say. I'm gonna bring up what Paige said. It's
Okay.
it's one of the articles on here. I gotta find it.
Because I seen a lot of fans on it, and I'm like, okay, Bully has the old school mentality, so certain things, is just not going to register with him.
Yeah, he said if it was him, he'd have given the fans an apology. But then he said later on his podcast on Sirius the Sirius Radio podcast, he said, John, yeah, here it is. Page shoots. Here's his. There's a reason everyone prefers Devon. What an awful thing to what an awful thing to say.
I love Devon.
Ouch.
I love me some Devon.
and then Paige says, "Hey guys, for your information, if you have to take time off to better yourself for very important health reasons, please make sure you apologize to Bubba for the time off." Okay, yeah. So
damn, they not playing.
Hey,
I don't
Bully
blame
Ray.
them though. I don't blame them though, because
Hey, look.
yeah.
Hey, Bully Ray. Here's some advice. Mind your goddamn business. That's my advice to Bully Ray. And the thing is, he said it's coming from him, the hard ass of all hard asses. And Bully Ray is known to be a prick in the business. Like I say, because he's a prick to fans all around. So, but the thing is, yeah, maybe he should mind his damn business. If you want to apologize to fans, Bully, hey, that's on you. More power to you. But if a wrestler doesn't feel like he doesn't owe the fans anything, hey, fuck it, we're just fans,
But I mean, at least he acknowledged it though.
Yeah,
he acknowledged his situation and kept fans in the know. He could have just said the hell with that, came back regular and said nothing about it.
Yeah.
I mean, how many fans wanted Jeff Hardy to do something like that?
Probably
let's be for real. How many fans want Jeff Hardy to do something like that? Fans love Jeff Hardy, but they want that, that closure.
Yeah, but I'm like this, okay, yeah. And the thing is, in this day and age, with the age of social media, like we're on now, and Facebook and everything, the fans knew what was going on even before he came back, so they already knew it. So see, that's why he had to address it, because the fans already knew. Because if he tried to come back, think about this: if he came back as a heel and didn't address it, you know what the fans would start chanting at him? They would chant something at him about the problem, which would make it worse. And then he'd really feel bad. So that's why when whoever the fan was, they didn't put the camera on. Whoever the fan was probably had a sign saying, "Oh, go fuck yourself. Get this guy out of here." And I'm like, I laughed my ass off. I was like, "Oh shit." The thing is, it's a lot of times, even with Jericho when they cut promos, they say that they say the SH word. See, the only curse word you can say on mostly even on either show on either channel was basically ass. Kick your ass, it's kind of ass. You can never say shit or the F word on WWE television. But see, on AEW, you literally got free speech. You can say ass, shit, and the F word. That's the first time you ever heard the F word. So it probably was live. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've only heard the F word probably one time that I can think of on WWE TV, and that was when The Rock said it to I think it was either Shane McMahon. I think it was Shane McMahon when he called and he didn't even really say fucker though, but he
mean
called him a silver spoon motherfucker.
Yeah,
that was the only
time you remember Black V on the SmackDown when Jericho and Rock were dogging on Stephanie McMahon and Rhino in the ring. Yeah,
that's the only time on YouTube. I've heard it.
YouTube, that's YouTube, yeah, because they said it and he said it, but they censored it. But they said it though, yeah. You know what? That's on YouTube too. You see on YouTube when Jericho says, "We got the gar and the har."
Yeah, but you don't even hear stuff like that no more because everything is so censored. That's one of the things that kind of bothers me with television.
It's no longer the Attitude Era, and actually half the shit on YouTube when Peacock bought the network, the whole Attitude Era footage was deleted. everything. We're talking the DX spoofs. You remember the DX spoof of the nation and the corporation? You know, all that stuff.
Anyways,
That was the best stuff. Yeah, that was the best stuff. That was the best stuff. But see, that's all gone because see, the minute whack ass wrestling entertainment became a publicly traded company, and you had corporate sponsors to answer to, corporate sponsors and even the board of directors, you know, they want to appeal to the kids market and they want to set an example for the children. That was the reason for John Cena. You know what I mean? The reason why John Cena became John
But they're
Cena.
not even doing this shit for the right reason. We already know what it is.
No, it's for money.
That's crazy to me. Because when I was a kid, Stone Cold was flipping people off and stunnering them.
Bro, how many times in school did we say, give me a hell yeah?
Right, yeah.
If you want me to answer this question,
and then look, also, I remember when I was told kids would get sent home for telling teachers they would say, I got two words for you. You know, so that's basically that was a backlash on the children.
Bruh.
Bro,
we were saying all kinds of stuff. We were saying all kinds of stuff we wasn't supposed to. I'm not even gonna lie.
But the thing is, look at this. You notice back then you had more fans in the seats. They didn't have the cameras positioning where you got people in the front row and they think it's a sold out crowd. But then somebody posts a shot of it online who's play, and more than half the seats are empty because no one comes to the shit no more. No. And this is for Raw.
But even if you didn't have all of that, even like post Attitude Era into the Ruthless Aggression era, you still had fans that was cheering and things like that. Now when you look at a WWE show, it's like empty. You don't see no signs. You don't see fan interaction. You don't see none of the crowds are just quiet. Like they're dead silent. You just be like, Am I watching a wrestling show? Am I watching a fucking piano opera show? Like that's how it feels.
I'm thinking sometimes the pops are piped in. What do you think, Black Z?
Oh, you could tell. You could tell when it's crowd like it's digital crowd and it's a live crowd. You can tell the difference. You can hear it.
I really hate that. They insert the crowd noises. I hate it. It bothers me.
Yeah, no, because see, they know the actual fans are there are bored. They're bored out of their minds, and they're probably looking around like, okay, I ain't sharing this shit. I mean, okay, it's piped in. Okay, well, hey, you know, like I said, WWE is what it is. They're in this mess. They're in this boat, and the Titanic is sinking. It's sinking slow, but it's sinking for sure. Now, if the Royal Rumble doesn't achieve a good buy rates, I told you right there. And see, like I said, all the pressure for WrestleMania to go over it should fall on Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. But like I said, that's what happened at the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble, the pressure is going to fall. Is going to fall on them. The only reason people are buying this pay-per-view is to see that one match. No one can care less about the women.
That's the only reason.
But you gotta look at it from I'm gonna look at it from a music aspect. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of the times, let's say you have a CD, right? An album that has one song that you really, really like, and a lot of people like. They will, like many companies or whatever, they'll play that one song over and over to get you to buy the album. So that would count as an album sale. You apply it to WWE. WWE is gonna showcase Lesnar versus Lashley. That's the marquee match to sell the whole pay-per-view. So I think that's what they're doing with it. And they got to do this shit right. They got to do it right. You know what? I'm gonna say this because this is kind of a prediction, or as Paul Heyman would say, it's a spoiler. What I think WWE is gonna do at the Royal Rumble, they're gonna have a disqualification and they're gonna try to extend it to WrestleMania. That's how I feel. I just see it. I just see the kind of the writing on the wall, because if you have one guy defeat each other, it's kind of weird. Like it doesn't. I don't think fans will feel that excitement unless it's WrestleMania. And WrestleMania kind of sells itself because it's like the main pay-per-view of the year. It's the end-all be-all. It's the big daddy pay-per-view of them all. So I think the Royal Rumble is going to sell because of that match, but also WrestleMania is going to sell because of that match.
I hope you're right. And Vince, I hope for your sake it does, because that's the last leg you have to stand on. Because, like I said, next year, who you got? And look, Brock's contract, I believe, is coming up too.
They're gonna sign him again. They're gonna sign him again.
I think he's gonna sign him. I think he's gonna go home and chill, because I think, like I said, he can't last forever. He's getting He's going to get old too. Like I say, no,
He gonna
probably
chill for a
30.
while, then he gonna come right back. Watch, happens all the time.
For Vince's sake, for Vince's sake, I hope he does. Like I said, Brock has always got left to sell the company for the attraction to attract any fans. Because if he loses Brock
That's
Lesnar,
what happens when you don't build new stars.
you can't build new stars. Not the way they book things. They can't build They can't build shit. And they got nobody to build on. If Brock or Bobby Lashley were to go now, he would have nothing for WrestleMania. Like I said, next year's a long way off. WrestleMania, if you didn't have nothing,
Nah, he's just gonna try to do a WrestleMania recap, putting two people that faced each other in the past, and then try to sell that. That's all he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do.
That's not gonna work because people.
Oh, if I don't got Brock, okay, I'm gonna just use Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and try to sell that, or I'm gonna use Randy Orton and somebody else. Like he's just gonna try to do that. That's what he's gonna do. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Maybe the company will be sold by next year. Who knows? And then, like I said, after WrestleMania, there's always another spring cleaning that can be done. Oh, guys, back to Carmella for a second. Here's something else you probably know. She confirmed that she tested positive for COVID-19 a few weeks ago. Now, the funny thing about that is, we were still seeing her. We were still seeing her on TV on a regular basis. Now, why would you test positive for COVID and keep working? It seemed to me. I mean, I didn't see her disappear from TV any time. But I mean, if she did, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I kept seeing her on TV. That's bad for business. You shouldn't be working around people, and And the thing is, Corey Graves said he tested negative, so they were still in the same house together. He was still sleeping with her, whether it be or otherwise. But anyway, I'm just saying, well. Hey, go home. No one's gonna miss you. I don't miss you. I don't. I mean, nothing excited about her. I mean, her and Queen Zelina Vega. That's just terrible.
I'm surprised Zelina's still with the company.
No, she came back to the company. They released her.
I know she came back, but I'm still surprised she's with them. Like they didn't just have her for like 2 seconds and then just release her again.
That's a good point. I mean, you brought her. I think they brought her back just to I guess maybe throw a shot at Aleister Black. Okay, you left us to go to AEW. We're going to take your wife back. But hey, for the household, it's two people still earning paychecks simultaneously. That's good. So at least they got money coming in.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't see any high hopes for Zelina Vega other than being a queen, carrying a scepter and having a fake crown like Booker T did. I don't see her character going anywhere else much other than that. So after that's over, I'm pretty sure they'll probably kick her to the curb and say see, and then she could join the AEW, maybe her husband in AEW after 90 days, of course.
Still ain't gonna improve that women's division, but we're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, it's
AEW's women's division is ass, yo. I'm sorry, it's ass. It's terrible. They could book the men correctly, but they can't book the women for shit, and I don't understand it.
Well, I like Hiro Shida. She's great, but you don't see her much. I mean, you see her on the main roster, on the main show sometimes, if it's a storyline. Yeah. Other than that, you'll see her on the YouTube show or AEW Dark or Rampage if we're lucky. Because you notice you don't see a lot of Nyla Rose, which may be a good thing, Yeah, no. I think people don't like seeing the transgender beat up women too much. You know what I mean? It looks too obvious.
Nyla Rose, she contracted coronavirus.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Oh, she did. Oh,
yeah, she did too. Yeah. Now y'all say she. Y'all saying she or he or it? That's what I call it. I call it he, she, it.
I'm saying she, man.
Well, I got some information I can pass along.
I'm just gonna say Nyla. I'm gonna be respectful.
Now I got some information I can pass along to both of y'all. It's pictures of before she became, before he became she, it's basically a skeleton in the closet. I got his real name and everything, and what he looked like when he was a wrestler too, but he wouldn't get over. So I guess he paid.
We're definitely getting canceled. We're getting canceled.
I guess he paid money for the operation.
We're getting canceled.
And the. Okay, moving on. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's talk about Walter's new name that was trademarked, but then WWE abandoned the trademark.
I'm still trying to figure this one out.
Gunther Stark. And look, I got a history page up here of who Gunther Stark was.
Oh, so it was an actual person?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Look at this.
I just thought it was just a random name. I'm like, why would they call him that? That
Now
makes
here's
no
the thing.
sense.
It says Gunther Stark was one of the Kriegsmarine famous Olympia crew. The Olympic rings was their symbol. Stark was basically the captain lieutenant serving the Navy for Nazi Germany during World War II. He died on June 8th of 1944. I got his picture up here too.
So we're
So
going with the foreigner terrorist nonsense again.
no, apparently he was, like I said, the key word, he served a lieutenant for Nazi Germany. Nazi. The key word, Nazi. You took a wrestler and are using the name of of a historical
I
figure,
wonder how Paul Heyman feels about that.
a historical figure who was a lieutenant for basically Adolf Hitler. So right there, and this is why I always said, even when I did that special video on the Jordan Miles issue over 2 years ago, WWE can't deny it, they can't hide it. Vince and the whole
Like
family.
they didn't think that fans would like look it up though. Like
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Vince is the company is a race it's a racist company. You can call it W. You know what I call it? Instead of WWE, call it WCE, World Cracker Entertainment. That's what I call it now. So there's I'm saying,
my God, no.
hey, look, I'm saying, racism is racism. No matter how you try to sugarcoat it, no matter how much you try to hide it, you couldn't call that man nothing else.
They could have just left the name Walter. I mean, I never found the guy appealing, but damn, now y'all done brought this man unwanted attention, unwanted heat, as some people would say, unwanted heat. Like, why would y'all put that man in that position? Because you know what's going to happen? Fans are going to get more mad at the superstar rather than the company that put the name on him. And that's one of the things I never understand.
Well, when you look at him, his look in the dark hair and the facial expression, he kind of looks like somebody who'd be somebody from Germany with a bad attitude. But then here's the other thing: the name Walter is not a name that Vince can make money off of. You can't market Walter. You can't market Walter. You can't put Walter on a T-shirt. You can't put Walter on a poster. You can't put Walter on a unicorn.
You
I
can.
will rock a goddamn Walter shirt. Fuck out of here.
But it depends. It depends on what they put on it, though. It depends on what they put on it.
You can put. I don't care what you put on it. It's Walter. It's like you might as well be trying to market the Waltons. Remember that show, the Waltons?
Okay, well, I'm about to start my shit now.
Go ahead.
I'm about to start my shit, and I like him, but come on, that's like putting Miro on a T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Like it just the name Miro just doesn't sound tough. It doesn't sound appealing, but they do it. So I mean, I get that that's his real name. I get that. I understand that, but I'm sorry, I cannot be scared of a dude named Miro. I'm sorry, it just doesn't put no fear in my heart. I mean, you could look at him and see he's a physical, imposing dude. I'll give him that, but the name, I'm sorry, it just doesn't put fear in my heart. So. But I don't know why they would change his name.
No,
I don't get it.
Way to take the cool factor out of Walter, WWE. Congratulations, you made him uncool.
I didn't.
Didn't they give him a first name and a last name?
Yeah, it was Gunther Stark. That's the name of
and
the
isn't WWE great for taking names away, taking last names away?
Oh yeah, Helm said. Look, Hurricane Helm said on a Twitter feed when he came from WCW when they bought WWE, he said he lost his gimmick, he lost his title, he lost his character all in one night. He lost everything in one night from WWE.
He has mentioned that before,
and that's a damn
shame. But they didn't name the Hurricane fucking Gunther Stark though.
I know. I'm just saying. Well, like I said, see, back then, different times, better times, and names that made sense. Names that weren't names of racist people that fought for racist armies. So, but WWE is racist, so no, it kind of makes sense. So, and Vince has Irish back. Oh, sorry, B, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but he'll make it work.
So you think over time fans will just get used to it, and then they'll just, And WWE does have a way of doing that. They do have ways of doing that. Not gonna lie.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, if it gets over, say somebody comes to the arena with a swastika as a sign, what you gonna do then?
They ain't
They
gonna
got
do
to make
shit.
it in the building first.
That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
No, they'll stick it in. They'll find a way. What they'll do is they'll take a sign and fold it up and try to carry it, sneak it in. Because you're right. Yeah, if somebody sees it at the door, they're gonna reject them. But if they'll probably stick it in, they can stick it in and then draw it, have a marker in their pocket and draw it right on the thing and then pull the sign up. They're like, okay,
Ooh.
they'll get thrown out. I'm just saying. See, WWE is just setting.
Yeah, but that's the worst they could do. They could throw them out. It's not like they could get arrested for it.
See,
I mean, even though it's derogatory and messed up.
That wouldn't happen if you didn't put the name on the man in the damn first place.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't they just avoid that situation and give him a different name? And I'm pretty sure
because WWE likes putting themselves in stupid positions. They like playing stupid games, and they're going to win a stupid prize. So here's what it is. I don't feel sorry for them. They put this on themselves.
The fans.
No, this is just so ass backwards. It isn't funny. I mean, no, they're basically ruining careers before they started. I mean, okay, you have NXT 2.0, but what good is it if people come out with these bad name changes and the bad image and a bad character and of course because it doesn't get over, they get released when the bad creativity and the bad name was their fault in the damn first place. So it's like that's what I'm saying. They're setting them up to get released.
That's what I'm saying with the fans. Like the fans get more on the wrestler rather than the company that put the name on them. That's one of the things I've always never understood and always hated.
He probably didn't want his Walter name trademarked by them, which is understandable.
Oh, you're right. I ain't think about that.
Oh, well, and remember, they've abandoned trademarking Gunther Stark because of the backlash. So it's like I guess right there, that's a name not worth trademarking. Somebody in there realized it was racist and said, "Oh, hey, look, you know what? Let's not trademark this. Let's just leave this out here. If we release him, he can take it with him. That'd be a first too. But then again, who would sign him?
They'll trademark it. Watch, they'll get it approved.
Well, they said they abandoned it, at least for now.
They ain't abandoning that shit.
That just proves that he doesn't have anybody, smart around him. They're like, hey, let's Google this stuff before you trademark it.
It's WWE.
If you have people from different spectrums, different races, you would know this. But WWE doesn't do that, which is why you had the whole Jordan Miles situation happen. If you had black people in there or whatever, they would have told him, okay, that's not a good idea to put that shirt out. They would have told him that because somebody would have noticed it and say, okay, this doesn't look right.
That's what I said over 2 years ago in my video towards Mr. Brad Rules. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Cracker Rules. Mr. Cracker Rules. I told Brad this and the whole audience this, and I got attacked for it. But hey, look, I don't care. I stuck to my guns. They even told him. Joe Miles even said it. They showed him a designer shirt, and he actually liked it. They showed him a design, and he liked it. They took that shit back and changed the design behind his back without even telling him. And then when they prepped it to release it, he took a look at it and said, "Wait a minute, this isn't what I approved. I didn't like this design. What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, but people were trying to say it's the same design that Kofi had, and I'm like, no, the fuck it's not. Stop it.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's not.
Oh,
no, because Kofi had the whole thing. Yeah, I'm like, no, that is not it. Don't pull that.
This was Jordan Miles, like Jordan Miles with shining white teeth and black and red lips around it, thick red lips around it. I'm like, okay, I see where that came from. So basically, see, they went behind his back and did something totally different, did a whole 360, and not for the better. So
and that's karma on Triple H.
that was Vince and Triple H. That was Vince and Triple H that shit. And so when he spoke up about it, that's when he got released or he quit. And see, I made a video disagreeing with, like, saying,
yeah, but what is up with a lot of people speaking out and getting released? Like, shit's crazy.
You can't speak your mind in WWE. You
got the whole thing
in WWE. It's yes, massa. I'll do it. Yes, massa. Would you like?
But the whole thing, like, even with Leo Rush. Leo Rush says something, and then all of a sudden now he's a free agent coming in February. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. I'm like,
hey, you know what? I think
Ooh, that whole
as much as I like AEW watching it, apparently it's just as racist as WWE in a lot of ways. See that,
And that's what I was saying from the four. That's what I
yeah,
was saying in the beginning. I'm like,
yeah.
let me know one billionaire that's actually down for the people. Please let me know. Find me one billionaire that that hasn't done some dirty, disgusting, bummy thing.
The wrestling
Or
industry
had family that done some scummy stuff in the past and it kind of caught up to them. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, the whole wrestling industry as a whole is basically a racist industry.
It's anything though.
Yeah.
Like anybody who's a billionaire, millionaire, majority of them didn't become that being nice. They had to step on people. They had to do some, maybe illegal activities. They probably had to kill some people. I'm like, shit. This goes from real life, even cartoons. Fuck, take Batman. Shit. Batman fucking didn't get all that inheritance from being, righteous people. Come on. Let's be serious.
Yeah, billionaire. Yeah, Bruce Wayne, billionaire. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They portray him as a good guy under the parents. Yeah. The parent,
Exactly. It's all dirty money. There you go.
Oh well. I'm just thinking, Walter, good luck.
He's gonna need it.
Good luck. Hope. I hope I'm gonna take a betting pool on how long you last, and I kind of wonder how long Dewdrop will last. Because like I said,
I wish they would change her name to something else. Just please change it. I'm tired of hearing that.
Yeah, this is the year, big time Bex. You get Dewdropped. I'm like, okay. That just sounds. That just sounds.
I don't care if they change it to Bonsai Drop or something. Like do something.
You can't. Well, she in Japanese, the Bonsai Drop was Yokozuna.
I'm being an asshole right now.
I know. You can't give her a Bonsai Drop.
I'm just saying, just change it to something different. Don't. Oh my god, just Dewdrop. Just ew. Just disgusts me.
How about Flop Drop?
I mean, they changed. God, his face is in my head. Luke Gallows. They didn't change his name a gazillion times. He went from what is it, Otis or no Festus?
Yeah,
Festus, Otis is the other one. That's what Chad Gable. And congrats on my boy Otis finally getting a belt. Let me put that out there.
Okay, yeah, he got a belt, but it's still under a whack gimmick because he was good when he had the long hair and the beard, but when they shaved him and cut his hair.
They changed him. I know they killed that tag team that he was with the other guy. They killed it. I will agree with it. They killed it, but
heavy machinery. Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
I'm just happy he was able to at least get a chance, get a championship in WWE.
Yeah, but look at the expense they got it. I mean, he's basically comic relief now too. I mean,
still weird how they won it though, but it is what it is.
No, I'm saying you shaved his head, shaved his beard, and put that stupid wrestling trunks on him. And he basically, to me, he basically looks like a mini King Kong Bundy, but he has a little hair around the face and the head. But
I was thinking King Kong or Crush. I was thinking between those two.
I'm not gonna be able to look at him and say no more.
No, you can. You can. And you can't take him seriously. I mean, the first time before that, you could take him because, like I said, the character kind of fit him. Even though it was comical, but he could still be rough. But now with
Otis fell under the Keith Lee syndrome. That's what happens. He fell under the Keith Lee. Look at both of them.
Yeah.
They were popular. Fans liked them the way that they were. Mm-hmm. WWE tried to change it. What happened? One is released.
One small difference, though. One still has a job.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, okay,
one is still working there, but the other one is gone.
Yeah, and one's white, and the other one's black. So I kind of, there you go. That's just my personal opinion on how, like I said, why couldn't Keith Lee keep his job? But you kept, and to me, Keith Lee is a better wrestler than Otis. You know what I mean?
Of course, but
Yeah, but anyway, no.
WWE just releasing everybody, or almost everybody.
Yeah, but they won't release Mustafa Ali. Yeah, they won't release Ali. Yeah. And Tony Storm walked out. Kudos to her again. So
I'm surprised nobody else has done that yet.
They need to.
I'm surprised nobody else.
I think Tony Storm basically just got so fed up, and she saw the writing on the wall, so that's why she left. But everybody else,
because I'm surprised Ricochet ain't do it yet. I'm surprised he hasn't.
But the thing is, I think everybody stays there for the most part. as long as they can just to get the paycheck until they
He
release.
falls under that category of happy to be there. Him
Yeah.
and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they're just happy to be there.
Well, Sami Zayn just resigned a new contract.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, this is an article.
Oh.
He signed a new contract, and Kevin Owens are resigned too. But here's the catch: Kevin Owens resigned a contract that's saying for like for $3 million a year. But see, that's always the pattern. See, others a lot of the releases, they also resigned for bigger contracts, but then it got released later. So Kevin Owens still could be on the chopping block.
That's true. Well, Sami Zayn, I mean, if you have Sami Zayn, you kind of have Kevin Owens. They're kind of in the same place always together. So,
but Sami Zayn also is not entertaining. I mean, he's doing these jackass spoofs like he's trying to be jackass. I mean, he is a jackass for the most part, but his whole gimmick, it's terrible. Now Kevin Owens, he's probably one of the other few other than Brock Lesnar I like because you can take his character because he can wrestle and he likes to fight. You know what I mean? His promos are also entertaining. Like he's turning heel side with Seth Rollins, though, saying his best friend when they were just feuding a few months ago. So see, that's the appeal of Kevin Owens. See, he can be funny, but he's also an ass kicker. So see, I like that. See, I like watching Kevin Owens. I don't like watching Seth Rollins. See, to me, Kevin Owens, excuse me, I keep saying Keith. I said Keith. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens outshines Seth Rollins. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Kevin Owens win the Royal Rumble.
I don't think they would put him in the Royal Rumble to put him in the main event at WrestleMania. They're not putting Kevin Owens on that.
I'd be surprised if he wins.
I would be surprised. I'd be very surprised by that.
Oh well, he's got friends in AEW because when his contract came up, he took a picture with his friends in AEW. I think because he knows the Young Bucks, he's friends with them.
Oh God, don't even get me started.
Not the Young Bucks, but I think he's part of that club, that clique with the club. He knows them, so see, he'd be very welcomed with open arms in AEW. But
okay,
he decided to go for the money, which I understand. Like I say, he's got a wife and children, so he's taking care of his family. You know what I mean? He wants to be financially secure, so. Ain't go for the money, but I just hope it lasts long enough where he doesn't get released and they avoid that money. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Well, guys, we've covered almost like all the topics we wanted. It's almost 3 a.m. Do y'all want to?
God damn, already?
Yeah. Do y'all want to wrap this up, or do y'all want to keep going?
It's up to y'all. I'm up because I'm.
Yes.
What you say?
I said I'm a guess.
Oh, you guess?
One here.
I mean,
it's 2 here.
Oh, it's almost 2. Oh, you must be in a different time zone. Okay, it's 3 a.m. here. Okay, I'll ask. Do y'all have anything else that y'all want to talk about, or that y'all can think of?
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking nothing right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I think we've covered everything. All those topics. I've done a show sooner, but I couldn't get everything. And plus, I was busy. Though I know y'all are busy, probably too. So. Oh yeah, here it is. Moxie's wife, Renee Paquette, reacted to what Ray had to say via Twitter. Paige first responded to Paquette's tweet about Ray had to say. There's a reason everyone prefers. Okay, yeah, that was a Renee, and then Paige followed up with what she said. So yeah, so Bully Ray should have minded his own business, though. Kept his mouth shut. But hey, it is what it is. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and since anyone else talk about it though, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for watching. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to thank Brother Zargon, and I want to thank Brother Black Z for coming on. And we'll be back again as soon as we can. Whenever we can. So once again, this has been Wrestling Topics. Subscribe to Zarkon. Subscribe to Black Z. Peace and blessings.
Follow me on Twitter, Black Z Fighter 91.
All right. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, they're on Twitter also.
I'm on Twitter. I'm always on Twitter. I talk shit on Twitter. Follow me, Zargon7.
There you go. All right. And everybody out there, have a blessed night. Peace.
The Almighty.